All right. Good morning. Welcome to the Howard Stern Show. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
What's going on today?
Not much.
No?
No.
There's a little problem with Howard. He's in the back. He's not coming in, so I'm taking over the show today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know whether you were trying to be Howard or you were...
No, I'm just trying to be me. Just trying to be me.
Well, say it's Steve Grillo.
Well, it's the Howard Stern Show with Steve Grillo. How's that?
Well, what have you got to say now you're taking over the show?
Well, I figure we get to some news. How's that? Want to jump right in the news?
No, you're supposed to have some kind of opening statement if you're going to take over the show.
He is so uncharismatic.
I'm bald and stupid. How's that?
All right, thank you, Steve. Little
You're going to take over the show. How about doing some news?
I said, hey, Steve, I'll give you an opportunity. You've been an intern here for 10 years. You go in and take over. Start off. Hey, Howard's not here today. It's the Steve Grillo Show. Go ahead, show me what you're going to do.
Hello, everybody.
Here's the news. Hello, everybody. Here's the news.
Here's the news with Robin.
I've been waiting for this opportunity. Let me shut up.
Here's the news with Robin Givens.
All right, Steve. Nice job.
Thank you.
You were very good. You took a good command of the microphone, and you really took over.
Thank you.
Anybody?
He claimed that he did a little show over there at Hunter College, and he was controversial.
Oh, was he?
I almost started a riot in the cafeteria.
Let me get this straight. Well, you're still at Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you started a radio program over there?
They have a really minuscule radio.
A mini school?
Mini school.
Mini school.
It's really tiny, and
I'm confident that Steve will continue to be a loser in 1995. So anyway, so you became the disc jockey over there.
I had a little radio show.
Did you spin records or you just talk?
I hated playing music.
You don't like playing music. You don't like doing that.
So it was at the time where...
You like to talk. You like to do like what I do.
Yeah, it was at the time where Giuliani was and Dinkins were, going back and forth. And I think it was the actual day that Giuliani won.
Okay.
So I went on the air. And I said, it's a real shame. I said, I come from a very white trash Italian neighborhood. I said, and there was a slogan going around in my neighborhood that said, vote for Julie, not the Moolie. I said, and I was just stating it, and all of a sudden, like nobody ever listens to the radio in the cafeteria. Suddenly, the phone rang, so I picked it up, and it was some black girl going, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I went, nothing. I was just stating what the people in my neighborhood saying. That's bull. That's bull. That's bull. That's bull. And then all of a sudden, I heard everybody in the background screaming, "Get off the air, you white trash piece of crap!" And then everybody started freaking out. And then the program director The program director came and shut the radio off, shut all the power down to the whole radio station. She goes, "What are you doing? I had to stop all these black guys from coming up here and kicking your ass." I was like, but nobody had listened to anything I said. They just heard, like, Moolie, and they went nuts.
Moolie. Vote for Julie, not the Moolie, was better than my other one. Go figure. Who's voting for the nigger? That was my other one. I'm going to burn down the station then.
You have no presence whatsoever on the radio. You tell a story, I'm asleep.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like it. Can you imagine that radio show? Where is the tape of that show?
There's no way of taping my radio show. I wish I could have.
They didn't have taping facilities inside the radio
nothing.
studio.
I would have had to get a radio and tune into the little tiny weak signal that they had, which you can't even get inside the radio station.
So how did all these black people get it?
Because it's broadcast into the cafeteria.
So in other words, when you do your radio show at college...
It's like almost like a PA.
It's like a PA. You're really broadcasting into the cafeteria.
Yeah, but there is a tiny, small signal that reaches, like, maybe out in front of the school if you stand in the right, like, area. That's it.
Basically a deli counter with music.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some radio station.
Oh, it's horrible.
All right. Thank you, Gorilla.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. There he is, Steve Gorilla, who does his own controversial radio program over at Hunter College, if you'd like to tune in for that.
Yeah, you got to try to find him.
Yeah, what you do today is you tune in front of the school. If you could park directly in front of Hunter College, you'll hear the Steve Gorilla Show.
Hoo-ha, hoo-ha. So I got on the air, and then all the blacks was calling up and saying, "What's the matter with you, you white trash?"
I just made a statement.
I just made a statement. I like that. I just made a statement.
All I did was state that it was said.
I wasn't saying it. I was stating it.
See, I was just reporting on what was happening in my neighborhood. You see, it's not a personal thing. You have to hear.
Well, there was a statement in my neighborhood.
That's right. And they called up and said, "You white piece of trash, you white piece, white piece of trash, grab, bastard."
all I did was go on the radio. I don't like to play music, so I try to say about Giuliani and the Dingans.
Yes.
Dingans.
Dingin.
I hated playing the music.
Dingin.
So then Dingans and Giuliani, it was the day that Giuliani won, and Dingans had lost, and they went on and said in my neighborhood they did the moolie.
Vote for Julie, not the moolie.
So then the black girl called up and go, you stop it.
What the heck? What are you doing, you white beast drasher grab?
That's
you
bull.
That's bull. That's bull. That's not even true.
That's not even
I
true.
hate playing records. I hate
You
playing
talk like a 3-year-old now.
What did that?
I tell
Because you sound like a 3-year-old.
That's bull.
Hey, Gorilla.
I hate playing records because my hair falls on the vinyl.
Yeah. Well, I believe that Gorilla is on his way. I believe he's on his way back to the office to get me breakfast. All right, Gorilla. But that's how you dog. You do dog it with the news.
Grab.
Oh, a little bit.
You got a very thick accent.
I just thought I would come forth.
I thought I would come forth and share this with you.
And I talk I don't breathe out of my nose.
I don't breathe out of my nose.
I don't breathe out of my nose.
I don't breathe out of my nose. I don't breathe out of my
I
nose.
don't breathe out of my nose. Ha.
Ha.
Hey,
I'm afraid of schnatz.
Yeah.
Schnatz.
And boogers.
And boogers and the schnatz.
Yeah. And a lot of other crab.
I know that grabbing in my nose.
That's right.
Don't we have like
My white
commercials?
trash nose.
I didn't do it that time.
I didn't do it.
I did not.
You just did it twice.
I don't even
You don't know
what
when
I'm
you go,
doing.
ha ha.
I guess maybe I don't.
I guess maybe I don't.
Ha
Ha.
ha. He just did ha ha twice and he says, I didn't do
I
it.
didn't do it that time.
What are you talking about? I didn't do that.
Play commercials, Fred. Come on.
Go back and listen to the tape and listen to yourself go, ha ha.
Ha.
I guess it's totally unconscious.
See, I just did it again, and I don't. Ha. I didn't even know I did that.
Totally unconscious.
Totally
That was
unconscious.
totally.
I think you're totally unconscious.
That was totally unconscious.
Totally.
All right, very good, Gorilla. Go ahead. You're done now.
Sure now.
Yeah, go back and do your duty.
All right.
All right, anyway, that was the Steve Gorilla Hour. We got to take a break. We'll start the show right after these words. Wow. You know, Grillo was over at my Donahue appearance yesterday. Did you know that?
I saw him there.
I didn't know that because he was in the elevator with me today going, that was the greatest Donahue I ever saw in my life. And I'm not good at saying compliments.
Oh, he's not, huh?
No. What is it? You're not good at that?
No, I just didn't have the words, the proper words to express how good.
Well, try. Try.
It was,
It was really uncomfortable in the elevator because Grillo, Grillo doesn't have a great command of the English language.
Yes.
It's almost like he's speaking a second language. It's like speaking to
He
a
doesn't
foreigner.
have a first language. He only
No,
has a second.
he only has a second language.
the first language is the language in my head.
Right. So, hoo-ha. So anyway, you know, every time he wants to get serious with me, he always has to preface it by saying, you know, I don't know the words. What is supposed?
I don't know the words.
I have thoughts in my head, but they don't come out
You know,
into
it's
words.
very funny. He talks every day, but it's like he hardly ever uses
Right.
that facility.
You would think if that facility was not working properly, you would like go to a teacher or a tutor or something.
You
Just
work on it.
say, listen, there's a major flaw in my character. I have thoughts in my head. I don't know how to get them out. Somehow the English language has eluded me.
It's all stuck in my head.
Yes.
I try to sneak up on it, and it just slips away.
What happened?
exactly what happened.
You have a lot of thoughts about the Donahue show that you'd like to express, but you can't?
Pretty much, yeah. That's basically me with everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about the Donahue show. Maybe you're not
Just
that bad.
calm down. You know, take
Yeah.
a deep breath.
I really thought that the point that you were there. See, this is where I get tripped up.
I thought that the point
No,
that you were
the whole
there-
reason why you were there, it was like the purpose was served.
Try not
and
to use the
beyond
word
that.
like. When
Like.
you do, just go ahead and tell us your thoughts on the Donahue show, but don't use the word like. That would be your
Oh,
assignment.
man, you're really going wrong.
The point was
Both have my speech.
the point was your point got across and more. You know what I'm saying? Like you were there with Pam
Right.
Antonelli and stuff like that, and I think the reason why you were there was greatly expressed. That doesn't happen.
I'm amazed.
Oh, come on, Robin. If English was your second language, what would you do?
That's true.
on.
You're doing very well.
Yeah, you were
For
raised with
a
English.
second
He wasn't.
language. Yeah, you're doing quite well. I don't know if I could do that well with French.
You know, he gets so nervous. I got to tell you, at first when we were in the elevator, I thought he was asking me to marry him. Because he was like, oh,
was
Howard,
on one knee.
I want to say something. It's going to be hard for me to say. I want to express myself very much.
Because
I was like, uh-oh, the guy's going to ask me to be his... He's going to ask me to be his fiancé.
What are you doing in June?
I said, this guy's... He's about to ask me to marry him. I know it, because this is how I was when I asked my wife.
I know how you get in the mornings where you just like, if you're out of it, and then I start telling you something, you go, what, huh?
Never too early for compliments, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he does tell me, sometimes it's very difficult in the elevator with you. It's very tense in there.
Very tense. Sometimes Grillo will be in there and he'll be looking me over my outfit for the day, and he'll go, those are really nice shoes. And I'm like, I go, don't look at me, Grillo. Don't look, don't comment. Look at yourself.
It's either that or there's dead silence, and it's sort of like...
Sometimes I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah.
I know. It's hard.
I just try to like, all right, the shirt looks good today.
Yeah, but I don't like when you stare at me.
I
look
try
over my
not
outfit.
to. I try to stare down. I really do.
Oh, boy.
Good.
That must be some elevator ride.
keep your eyes averted, will you?
Good thing it's only the fourth floor.
I know. Or sometimes the elevator doesn't come right away.
Oh boy, that's a brutal morning.
And then he starts getting pissed. Damn it! Damn! What's wrong with this elevator?
You want to now fix the elevator?
No, you know what I don't understand? Seriously, hey, Grillo knows what I mean. And you know it too, Robin.
Sure.
Here's a building, the whole building's empty.
Nobody's here but us.
I understand waiting for an elevator when the building is full.
Right.
Why am I waiting when it's empty? There are days in the afternoon when I wait literally 7 to 8 minutes. I've clocked it. I can't get down the stairs.
There's a rush hour in this building.
Yeah. And because now I know why. Because when the building is empty, you can't get an elevator. It's really bizarre. That's why I get pissed off. But it's not at you.
I don't think
it's just that I take it out on you.
Well,
but
Jesus,
he takes it very personally.
It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Who wouldn't be like that?
Right, right, exactly.
He comes in and goes, yeah, it gets very tense in that elevator sometimes.
Yeah, it's very, very tense.
And then I try to explain, but then the language leaves me, and then it's like, and then I
get the thoughts in my head.
Yeah, I get the thoughts, but sometimes the thoughts and the thing in the...
Well, it was very moving, Donahue appearance yesterday.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Donahue will air Friday.
If that's not one of his highest rated shows ever.
It was a wonderful show.
It was a wonderful show. We'll tell you all about it. Well, you know what? It's funny. The Donahue people sent over the tape of the show just so that we could pull clips.
Oh, wonderful.
But I don't even know that there's a clip I want to pull, except for the morons in our audience who got in and were asking stupid questions.
Well,
yeah.
Pam Antonelli was incredible.
Yeah, she's really some lady.
It's like, oh, wow. I wish she was my mom.
Well, of course. At least this woman's not drinking beer all day.
No, she's a sweet woman.
Yeah.
She's
everyone's, like, the image of mom and apple pie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, she couldn't tell a lie if her life depended on it.
She was a real librarian.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When she walked out, I was like, central casting.
Yeah. Donahue, I'm sorry?
She was the woman in the library who you were afraid to go up to, and then she said, oh, no problem, and she just walked you through the whole library.
Yeah, it made you feel good about the library.
Definitely.
Obviously, you never visited the library.
Yeah. You know, the woman at the library.
The woman at the library. Say that word again?
Library.
There you go.
Library.
You know how to say it. The words elude you.
Sometimes the words and the thing and the thoughts and the...
Sometimes just letters get caught.
I thought about why I talk like that.
Why?
And when I was a little kid, I always had...
That's why you talk like that.
I always had bad sinuses, and my nose was always clogged, so I never spoke to my nose.
My nose was always clogged.
So I was always afraid. I was always afraid that if I spoke, the snot would come shooting out of my nose.
That's why you can't put words together?
No, that's why I talk. Like when Freddie imitates me, I'm like, wow, I really do sound like that. I don't breathe out of my nose when I talk.
I see. So that's why you talk like that?
Well, that's why my speech is like that.
You think it's an intelligence thing?
Why I can't express my thoughts is another reason.
But if the words aren't coming to you, that might be Stupidity.
It's possible.
Right.
Well, if not, might be a diversion.
There's a lot of things going on in my head before the words come out.
Maybe there's so much snot in your head, there's no room for your brain. You got snot instead of brain.
I got so much brains, it's leaking out my nose.
All the brains dripped out of
brains out.
Yeah, you blew your brains out.
That's what it is.
Yeah, now I understand.
Achoo! There goes my IQ.
Achoo! Achoo! I just dropped 30 points.
158. Achoo. 140.
All right.
We're going to start off the show with a man who really needs no introduction. This is going back to 1995, and this was Steve Grillo reading the dedication to Howard's Miss America book.
Now I should tell you how we met Steve Grillo, because I had Stuttering John as an intern already, but we decided that I needed like an extra hand. I needed a little bit more help. So
you found him?
We might have talked about it on the air that we were looking for another intern or something like that. So what made me call him after I saw this, I still don't know. But I got a letter in the mail, and I opened up the envelope, and it's torn out of one of those like spiral notebooks. So all the edges are frayed and everything.
Right.
And it's handwritten, "Dear Howard," and it's just chock full of misspellings and grammatical errors and everything. It's like, I've got a burning desire in my heart to be in radio, and everything's misspelled, and the whole thing, it's a mess. So of course I call him, right. And because we don't have a nickel for anyone, and he comes down, and
this guy looks desperate. Let me call him.
Well, yeah, he looked like I could get him for free,
right?
So I call him, and he was really into the show, and I think that we decided that I needed somebody to help prepare Howard's food because John was so busy helping me, he was getting caught up in the show, and he kept forgetting to do Howard's potatoes. And that's how Grillo came to us.
Okay, so with no further ado, here it is, Steve Grillo reading the dedication of Miss America.
I'm going to give the first copy of my book to Steve Grillo. Read the dedication of the book, out loud, Steve, to Robin and Jackie.
I dedicate this book to my interns, all of them, the college students who work for free. They bring an infusion of energy, creativity, and excitement to my radio family and do a lot of dirty work that isn't too glamorous. They deserve a lot of credit and seldom get it. A special debit of gratitude to Steve Grillo. For the last 4 years, he has been my intern, doing every lousy, menial task for me, including getting my meals, opening the door to the building,
What are you, nervous?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Dude, this is really nice.
Yeah, all right. Well, dude, calm down and read.
For the last 4 years, he's been my intern doing every lousy, menial task for me, including getting my meals and opening the door for the building every morning for me at 5 a.m. He's never late, he never complains, and he's always has a smile on his face.
That was the worst mutilation of a dedication that I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, I'm...
A special what?
A special debit?
Debit?
Spell the word.
D-E-B-T.
All right, now spell it out. Sound it out.
Debt.
What is that word, D-E-B-T?
Debt.
Debt.
Debt. Debit. Wait, what college do you go to?
Dude, I'm nervous. Wow.
Nervous?
Dude, that's very, very nice.
English doesn't look like English anymore.
How are you going to get through the book? I dedicated my book to you in the intern.
Dude.
He doesn't understand.
I do understand.
You understand that?
I'm very, very, very flattered.
That's right. Millions of people are going to read that.
Beyond flattered.
Right.
Really. I don't know what to say.
Whatever you said was incoherent. Doesn't matter. I dedicated the book to you in the intern. It's the only nice thing I do in the whole book.
I'm afraid to read the rest of it. Dude, thank you very much.
All right, give me back the book. I don't have that many copies. All right. Thank you. Dope.
Debit.
Did you hear that, Reed?
I was like, debit? What's a debit?
You just mutilated my words.
For some reason, I can't read in front of you.
A debit?
Debt.
Wait, Howard wrote a word like debit?
Fred, did you hear the read of that dedication that Grillo just did?
I dedicate this book to my...
First, I thought he was going to hyperventilate.
All of them, the college students who work for free. They bring an infusion of energy, creativity, and the excitement. I'm so nervous. To my radio family, do a lot of the...
I can't read.
Give me that book.
A special debit.
A special debit. Well, there you are. I appreciate your work.
Thank you very much.
That's classic Grillo.
I love that little idiot.
I have to explain. There's something in there in the dedication that I completely forgot about. One of the other things that Grillo did was, when Howard said he holds the door for me every day, and one of the reasons we got him was because Howard would come in every morning, and he would have to push the button for the elevator, and the elevator would never be there. And he'd have to wait. It was a freight elevator. Some guy would always be doing something. So one of Grillo's jobs was to get him really early. Ronnie would call him when they were 5 minutes away, and Grillo would stand and hold the elevator for hours.
The door stop.
The door stop.
Dedicated his book to somebody who can't read. It's great.
But I got to tell you, and the other thing is he went to Hunter College. We would torment him about that. And then we saw an article that Hunter College was voted the worst city college, ever.
Anywhere.
And because we couldn't figure out how he got in. But I got to tell you, Steve was unbelievably loyal. I mean, he's unbelievably loyal, to Howard.
Right. Like a true mental patient. He had that infusion of enthusiasm.